So we are live here with Pepa Cobos. Thank you so much for coming on the Sigrun live show, streaming live to YouTube and Facebook and uploaded to LinkedIn afterwards. Thank you for coming on the show, Pepa.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
So, Pepa, you just shared before that you just moved back from Bali to Spain again. Was that
Yeah.
because of the pandemic or what were the reasons?
Yeah. It was mostly because of the pandemic. The initial plan was to stay there until July, but we made the decision that that was not the best place to be in this situation, just for us. And we decided to come back to Spain, and we are here now for 5 weeks or so. That was a decision. I don't know if right or wrong, but we made it, and that's all. We're here. We're coming back here.
Yes. And how do you feel about it right now, being back?
I have a mix of feeling because I have not closed the right way that adventure. So I should come back to really close that thing and come back the right way. But I am so happy to be here. Although Spain is not the best country now to be in because sanitary, it's like not very good right now. But I'm so proud to be Spanish and to be here in this very moment. And of course, I am also happy not to be in Indonesia because I don't know, when you are not in your country with your family so far away with a different language that you don't understand, it's very difficult to stay like in a situation like that. On the other hand, we never have traveled something like this before, not me nor anyone in the world. So, yeah.
Well, I think it is weird for me because I am in Zurich, Switzerland. And, of course, I want to be where my husband is and my stepsons. But on the other hand, we have no family beyond. So my family is in Iceland and his family in Spain. So it's a weird situation. You cannot just hop on a plane and meet your family. It is kind of a bigger thing to go anywhere right now. I have to wait until June 15th.
Yeah. I think we have to wait also till middle of June or so to do something because right now we are almost like confined in our houses. Just walking around, doing like some running and some errands around, but not that much.
No, not that much. So I brought you on because I want to know what you have been doing for your clients, for your community. How has the pandemic and the recession impacted you and your business? And what have you done about it beyond moving back from Bali to Spain? Yeah. So what was your first things that you decided to do?
In the middle of March, more or less, I was in Bali. Back then I was in Bali, and I started to see what the situation was here in Europe. There was not sanitary, talking about sanitary measures, it was not that bad there in Bali. But I began to see that there was a real emergency in Spain. So the first thing I decided was to start doing more lives, more Facebook lives, more YouTube lives, more like talking. So people can do more things on top of staying at home without doing anything. So that was the first measure. After that, I decided that I want to share something more with all the community, but not only with my followers, but with all the people that were in need in that moment. So we, as a team, decided to give back 50% of our not our income, but but
profit.
50%, 50% of our profit. That was the word I was thinking about. 50% of our profit to the health system, the Spanish health system, so they can buy like masks and whatever was needed in that moment. I decided to stick on my business. Some people were like very cautious. I don't want to sell. I don't want to push anyone. But I decided to stick on that. And I have to say that I have almost tripled my revenue since middle of March. So I have always known that online business was the right business for me. But now I am sure that it's not only for me, but for a lot of people, because we don't know what is going the world to look like in a few months from now. I have stick with all my courses. I have created. That's the only thing that I have changed, is that I have created first step course, like a not cheap, but not as the price tag that I am used to have on my other courses. Like a first step that people can know me, people can enter my world through a less expensive course. I think it was the right decision for me.
Well, obviously, with tripling your revenue in this time, and then also being able to give back 50% of your profit, it's been the right decision. And there was this debate I noticed. Did you, should you be selling, not be selling?
Yeah.
You decided to stick to your launch plan and everything, but did you feel conflicted because you stuck to it?
Yeah. At first, I was not very sure of what to do. But I am a person in general, in everything that I do, I am a person that once I have decided something, I stick with that. I mean, that I decided to go my way. And of course, I received some emails, like a couple of emails telling me, how do you dare to sell in these times where we are in a world war crisis and blah, 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 blah. And I was, okay, that's your thoughts. I respect them, but that's not mine. And this is my business. And I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, but I have to stick with what I really feel inside of me. And I really think that I was not doing anything wrong, but I was helping people to travel through these times. So for me, it was the right decision, not only because of the money, but also because of the heart.
Yeah. And that's most important.
Yeah.
For all of us to feel that we're doing the right thing. I did the same thing. I felt I doubled down on content creation. I even did some weeks I did 2 episodes a week, and I started daily Facebook lives, and so you had the similar reaction. Let's create more content and bring more people into this world of online business.
Yeah. You are helping them. I mean, people need to know that there is something more that the regular work we are used to, like going to the office, do what we are supposed to do. I don't want to convert anyone to my world. I just want to say there is an option here. And if you want to know what it's in here, you can come, because I'm going to teach. And I have always give a lot for free. I mean, this is not for the pandemic or whatever. I am giving a lot for free. And then I have my business. Of course, I have to eat every month. But that's I think I have always think that the world should not stop. I mean, this is a different situation, of course. And we have face things in a different way. But we shouldn't stop, because if we stop, the world stops.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I said, make it worse or a little bit better depending on how you react. Do you stop spending? Do you stop, investing in yourself, or do you stop offering things for purchase? And if we all just kind of go into our cocoons and stop, we are making things worse, and we're making the recession worse.
Of course. And I think if I have money, I can spend money.
Yeah.
So that's a will. And we are all we need to make that wheel work. So yeah. It's my way of helping.
Yeah. So Pepa, you have a very popular podcast. Do you still have 2 podcasts?
Yeah, I still have two podcasts, completely different podcasts.
Tell
I
us a
have
bit about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I have Mac para todos. Mac para todos is Mac for everybody. Mac computers, Apple computers,
Yeah.
Mac for everybody, in which I help people to use the Mac the right way, like software, how to save photos, how to make backups, on whatever. These times, Mac para todos is like skyrocketing because
Yeah.
a lot of people are now in their houses. They have opened the computer for the first time in their lives, and they say, oh, what should I do? What should I do? And suddenly my YouTube channel has reached 10,000 subscribers now during the pandemic. Subscribers are coming without any, I have not paid for anything, nor in Facebook, nor in
Organic.
Instagram. No, it just, organic. And it's rising. And that's one of the podcast. I think it's like my main one, the one that I'm really known.
Yeah, and it's really in the charts,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
and that's
top 10 charts for education, or
what?
which category? Is it in the top 10 charts for education?
Yeah.
Or in Spain?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Spain, most of the time are like number 1, 2, 3. It depends of the theme of the week, because not every theme is like for everybody, but it's always there. And I think it's a great example to say, to just to teach people who are looking or watching us right now, that even in the tiniest things, there is a segment of people that are eager to know what you have to say, because just like my ideal client in Mac for everybody, Mac para todos, is like an old man. It's from 70 above 70, but they also buy. They are also a market there. So you have to do what you want to do, what you like to do, and there are always people there that are wanting what you want to do, what you need to say to the world. So Mac para Todos is one of the podcasts. The other one is about creating an online business.
Yeah, creating an online business. And what is that called?
It's in Spanish, cómo comenzar a vender online. It's how to start to sell online.
Yeah. And how has that growth? I know Mac para Todos is a special one. It's kind of like, you're in the top charts, and the other one is a different category. But how has that grown during the crisis now?
It has grown, but it's more a steady thing. It's like more straight line. But it offers me what I want. It's visibility. I know that not everybody find me through the same channel. At first, I was like, I'm going to write posts. I am going to go and do Facebook Lives. But now I am in YouTube. I have a podcast. I have a Facebook channel. I have my blog. I have everything, because I know that not everybody find me the same way. So I want to be everywhere. And the podcast, it's not as Mac para Todos, but it's very difficult to be as Mac para Todos. But it's very good for me. People still find me because of the podcast.
Did you see downloads go down in the beginning when everyone stopped commuting? Like nobody was traveling to work or anything like that. Did you see any decline on the podcast?
Not really that much. Maybe at first a little bit, but I was not worried, because I am more on the long run. I mean, I don't want to look at my statistics every day, every hour, to see if someone is downloading now. And no, I am more like, I'm going to look at it like weekly, and then if I see a tendency that it's going over like more than 3 weeks, then maybe I'm going to make a decision then. but
Yeah.
not for just 1 week or 2 weeks. I'm not going to do anything. And maybe, I saw a little bit of decrease at the beginning, but now not at all, not at all.
Yeah. We saw also a decline in the beginning, and I think it was a panic period for 1 or 2 weeks, and suddenly people are at home, but then people go back into some habits. If you're a regular podcast listener, you're not going to completely stop. You get back even if you skipped 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah. They want to hear you. They want to hear you every week. It's like they're waiting. They're waiting like, oh, it's time. Yeah. I think I have very loyal fans there, followers on the podcast, listeners. But I am now like trying to increase, obviously, the number of listeners.
Yeah. And you mentioned before you had created like a beginners or starter course as a reaction to the pandemic and the crisis and the new normal, and to get more people into your world.
Yeah.
What is the next step for them after they've gotten their first feet wet?
I think my aim there was to show them if they are what an online business really is. I mean, there's a lot of confusion there. There are people that think that this is easy. It's just start a business and tomorrow you are earning money and money is coming to you like woo. Because there is a message out there like 5 figures, 6 figures. Tomorrow you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And I am sure that if you really want, you can do it. But you have to be aware what it is. It's not that. It's not like, come on, let's do it. Tomorrow you are okay. You are all set. Yeah. So this is a basic kit. That's the name of the product. It's like basic kit to start an online business. And it is what the name is say. It's a basic kit. Like first, are you prepared to start an online business? Mm-hmm. What's the real thing you want to do? And then just like an online business is this, and this. This is not a product that is going to try to create an online business with you. It's just so you know that what really an online business is, and if you are prepared or not to accept the thing. Yeah,
that's great. And how has the resonance been to this new program?
I think really great. Yeah, really great. At first, I was a little bit afraid because, of course, we made the decision, but sometimes we are afraid because we say, "Oh, let's see."
We don't know.
Yeah, but I am not afraid of failure. That's a big asset for me. So I say, okay, maybe it fails, but if not, that's it. So yeah. So I was like, okay, my real, I was afraid of the price because I am like very straight for my prices and people know what to expect. And if you send that was what I was afraid of. But I made that decision and say, it's okay. It's my way to contribute, my way to help. And I was looking at it not as a product that help you to create an online business, but just to make sure that you are on the right path. And so I think it's okay. People will think the same way because, they're buying.
No, I love that because you were suddenly attracting an audience that kind of like, oh, I like this idea of an online business, but there is so much wrong information that you can do it overnight. And you kind of like, I want to really make sure you know what it is before you decide to do it.
And afterwards, if you decide that that's okay for you, then I can help you. I can help you. But you have first to decide. And it's not for everybody.
Yeah. So what are you seeing? Now we're kind of over the panic, opening up.
Yeah.
What do you see changing for you or your business and your clients? What I know you cannot still decide what to do next. So what are you deciding to do next?
I'm really I have been very on my way on my rails for now, and I think I'm going to stick with that. Of course, I am not the same person as 3 months ago. I have learned along the way, and I think that we all grow during our business life, and I know that somehow it's going to be reflected on my courses, on my products, on my services. But for now, I don't know exactly how. I don't know exactly how this is going to make me pivot in a way or another. But I am sure that I'm going to be in the right path. I know. Just at least for me, on the right path for me, so I can sleep well during the night and I can rest knowing that I have done the right things.
Yeah, and you have this strong conviction already that you are doing the right things.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. It's like a gut. Like, I know I am doing the right thing. I think that I have learned during my life. Maybe it's because of the age. I don't know, but I am good managing uncertainty. I can like make decisions and not looking back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I am doing right or wrong, but that's the thing, and I'm sticking with it. I love, by the way, I love when you announced that you were not suspending, but doing the Icelandic big live event, not this year. And I was like, wow, what a lesson to learn. Yeah, because that's brave, but that's I think that's the type of thing that I would do also. You have to be proactive and do it before. Of course we are afraid. That's what people need to understand. Of course we are afraid, but we have to make decisions, because it's not only my business, but also it's the salary of the people that is working with me, and a lot of things that are depending of my work.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, this is what I've been also trying to communicate through my almost daily Facebook lives of I'm doing these turnaround talks to talk about, you got to be proactive. You got to take decisions. You got to take them fast. And of course, when they're big, they are scary and you don't know if they're right. But it's always better to take a decision than no decision. No decision is the worst. Decision.
Yeah. But people are very afraid of making decisions. Very, very afraid. They don't want to make decisions. And I think that's the main thing that is stopping them from doing anything. Not only during the pandemic, but during the life in general, during the business, during whatever. If you are afraid of making decisions, you are not going anywhere.
Pepa, that's a good final sentence. So thank you, Pepa. Thank you, Pepa, for coming on here today and sharing what you're doing in your business, what you have been doing, what you plan to do, what you're doing for your clients, for yourself. And I think my biggest takeaway is that you are just trusting your gut.
Yeah.
You are following your plan. You may have to change, but you don't have to decide that now.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of changing.
No. Thank you so far for coming on the show. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.